Good morning everybody. Myself Vishvendra, I am the founder of Optimal Success Trajectory. Today I will discuss about pressure difference in a rotating tube. So here we have a rotating tube which is rotating about an axis passing through the end and perpendicular to the length of the tube. So liquid will be forced to come out because of the centrifugal force. So in static conditions, the forces on an elemental part of the fluid will be towards the center because it's moving in a circle, so centripetal force is required. So the concept for this derivation is that the pressure difference will apply a force on the element towards the center, and that force will give it the centripetal force required for rotation. So suppose dP is the pressure difference, then we have force as dP into A, and it will provide the centripetal force, so that will be equal to dmx omega square, as mr omega square is the centripetal force. Here mass is dm, radius is x, and omega is omega obviously. Now dm can be written as density into volume, and volume can be written as area into length. So using this expression we can write dm is equal to rho a dx into x omega square. So this is dp. We just integrate it from the limit p1 to p2, and here the limit is from 0 to L. So after all the calculations, the pressure difference comes out to be rho omega square L square by 2. Now let's see the graphs. So the first thing is the graph between delta P and rho will be a straight line. Here we have assumed that omega and L are constant. Similarly, the graph between delta P and omega will be a parabola because it's proportional to omega square. Here we have assumed that rho and L are constant. Similarly, graph between delta rho and L will also be parabola. Here we have assumed that rho and omega are constant. So in this way we can derive it, and we can also analyze them graphically. So make sure that whatever you study, focus on the quality of that information. Study in a way so that you are able to retrieve it as and when needed. The problem with students is they study anything, but when it is the time to retrieve that, they fail to retrieve that information from their mind, because of which they are not able to solve the problems, because of which they are not able to get selected. So if you want to get selected and be successful in today's dynamic world, make sure that you learn the information in a way so that you are able to retrieve it as and when needed. Thank you and have a nice day.